People who own XRP, this is terrible. Let's talk. Hi there, pretty people. Good morning, moneymaker. I was going to make a movie tonight about crypto and XRP and what's new and cool. And I go to my news sites, YouTube and Twitter. Also, I read the news stories. Charlie Kirk, you know how Sam is in danger. Then, sadly, Charlie Kirk is no longer with us. It was President Trump who first told everyone about it. It also made me think, hey, I'm going to move the video too, since the whole timeline was about him. We'll talk about what this means in a moment. What does this mean for the market? What does this mean for the US? As for me, I have been through a lot in the last 2 or 3 years, but I don't know if any of you know this. A rocket hit the ground very close to my house. Some people died. There was an attack here in Jerusalem just 2 days ago. 6 people died. You know, I've been thinking about a lot of things lately, but I haven't shared them with you because I don't share them with you enough in my daily life. This is an alarm. As a result, I ended the film and told you what was going on. But I don't really talk about how I'm feeling about the whole thing on a daily basis, what my kids are feeling, how traumatized they are, and other things like that. I agree with Charlie Kirk about some things and disagree with him about other things in this case. But, you know, no one should have to go through what he did. I really think that everyone should live a beautiful life and that there should be peace and harmony. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you already know that the video that's been going around is bad. That's why I think people are shocked. For example, people are mad on social media right now. I also don't know what this will lead to or what will happen to the US. You know, things like this can sometimes set off, you know, stuff, right? For example, if I remember rightly, the first act of World War I was the killing of the Austrian Duke, but I could be totally wrong about that, right? Someone died of murder. After that, you know, things really got going. I'm not sure if this is what will happen, but, you know, when people are mad, things like what you saw can happen. People in Nepal just had a revolution against their government, and they are fighting and acting crazy. I don't know if you guys know this. So things can happen and turn around. It's been like that since October 7th, when those terrible videos came out. If we don't see it with our own eyes, it's almost like it never happened. Like what we see on the news, okay. However, we don't pay attention if we don't see the movies or understand what's going on. That's the way it is. Our day goes on. And I think that after October 7th, I stopped being as shocked by seeing violent movies and other disturbing things. I've had that monkey on my back ever since though, right? Like, I keep telling you that I have no idea what will happen with the market. I'm not sure what will happen with XRP. Every day, I don't know what will happen. That's why I say I won't tell you whether to buy, sell, or hold. Before you decide to spend, you should always do your own research, even if it's not related to money. One reason is that I know that when you wake up, everything can be different. You don't have to come back from a music event. There are times when you can leave for a party event or a meeting at school and not come back. That is, you have no idea what will happen. Also, I already recorded this video, but my new microphone was on mute, so it's not loud. Of course, that video didn't record what I said, but it was really deep and important. So I'll try to make you feel and hear the same things I said there. I told you that things are uncertain. You need to be fast-paced too. You need to move around. You need to decide what you want to achieve. Why do you want to do this? Are you trying to quit your 9-to-5 job? Do you want to buy a Lamborghini? Are you hoping to get rich so that your grandchildren and children will never have to work? Do you want to buy a house for your parents? You might want to get into the crypto market for a number of different reasons. There are also a lot of bad people in the crypto market, which is why I've made movies about it before. There are a lot of bad people out there who spread hate and lie to try to change the story and get more clicks. And those clicks can be dangerous at times, right? Because many people don't have time or know how to record things, or they see everything on social media and think it's true, but they don't see the real world behind social media. Like every time I told you when the alarm goes off, right? Also, we need to go to the bomb shelter, right? We have an early warning system, so it sounds like a message on my phone. This is what my oldest son went through. He's always on edge whenever I get a message because he knows that it could be that, because the early warning signal comes before the alarm. He's nervous. Such things as that. You have no idea what does and does not affect you. You need to be alert and aware that there are risks. There are risks. Something could happen if you go outside tomorrow. You could visit your friend, go shopping, or walk to the bus stop. How many of you take the bus sometimes? But I always look around before I get on the bus. I'm trying to figure out what's going on while not on my phone. This is just how things are where I live. You don't want to deal with it, but it's a part of my life, right? It has changed me, especially since October 7th. I already told you that when we had nuclear missiles and they were pointed at Iran, it was scary, right? But I've been through it before, and we've had rockets before. You get used to it, but they aren't. What this means is that we don't know how things will turn out. I also don't know what will happen in the US or how this will affect the markets there. I don't know, though. After an hour of seeing angry tweets, it seems like a lot of people are ready to do something. I'm not sure what will happen in this case. We just need to be careful. Some people don't even know that I live in Israel right now. Some people are shocked. They ask, where are you that you have ballistic missiles? A lot of people don't know. A lot of you have helped me along the way. But sometimes I worry that if I say where I'm from, I'll lose followers. That is how things are. A lot of you have been with me since October 7th and through their fight with Iran. I think there have already been 10 or 15 times when a siren went off during a movie. Okay, you've been with me the whole time. Because of this, I really value all of you. Two things led me to make this movie. One reason was to let my heart open a bit so I could talk a bit. When people leave comments, I know they will be mad about that. Also, I know a lot of you are feeling it because I saw a lot of people on Twitter who were feeling it.